now. We're joined by Sabir Abu Saadia. He is an expert on Sudan and joins us from Pretoria in South Africa. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Look, what more can you tell us about this rivalry? Because it's not just about two armed rival groups, is it? It's much more complicated than that. If you could just simplify it for us and tell us what might happen in the event of a protracted battle between these groups.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the viewers. And yes, indeed, this crisis is not a normal crisis. Precisely, the so-called para-armed military is not a paramilitary per se. And they have a nickname. They call it men without mercy. And they've been growing very fast in terms of their professionalism in fightings. And they had more experience in fightings in open wars and very fast wars. And they have availability of more than 6 cities in Sudan and more than 100,000 troops. And they have international, they call it the transnational armies, They have existence in Yemen.
Both sides very well armed, and both sides well armed and sizable as well. Is it possible for either of these sides to win this battle?
Well, it is very difficult to say for the time being, because the upper hand in terms of the troops and fast movings, I think the rapid forces are very fast in that sense. But it's very hard to say so far that who will win this war. But unfortunately, the citizens are the one who pay. We need to create, we're urging the international community to open the corridors for medicines, foods, access to the hospitals, which is not available right now to say. So we have atrocities, you have a humanitarian crisis in Khartoum.
Yeah, and how about a possible solution or an intervention from the international community? We understand that Arab countries appear to have the best possibility of making a difference. What connections do the Arab countries have to these two rival groups?
Well, the thing is quite complicated, I think the fighting today now is there's an attempt from for African Union, which is naming 2 countries, President Salva Kiir Mayardit from South Sudan and the President of Kenya, to go to Khartoum to sit down and solve the problems. But unfortunately, there is no access to Khartoum. The airport is dysfunctions, and there is no way they can come into Sudan. So the things is really crisis. It's a hard crisis to say.
Sabir, we thank you very much indeed for coming on the News Hour and giving us your thoughts. Sabir Abu Saadia.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.